Hello, everybody, and welcome to another, I'm just going to say episode right
That's
now,
not wonderful.
of Tim's and Stilettos. And it's not Tim's and Stilettos' fault, it's just been a week.
But it's always supposed to be wonderful, even though it's been a week.
No,
You gotta do it over.
no, we don't fake the funk over here.
It's not faking the phone.
Listen,
It's wonderful in here.
I am human, and there are days.
I am woman. Hear me roar.
Well, we gonna go rawr today. It ain't even a rawr. We rawr. That's all y'all getting from me today. But I'm gonna find some energy. I got my sugar, so we gonna get some energy. Thank you, Heavenly Father. It is not my week to pick a topic.
Well,
So I
it,
did not
it,
have that stress today.
it wasn't your week to do the topic, but we were supposed to do the questionnaire. But we'll pass it.
You ask me questions?
No, you were supposed to ask me questions about. Remember 2 episodes ago? We said in 2 weeks. So do the questionnaire.
No, that was supposed to be mine last week, and you were like, no. I'm gonna ask you things. No.
Oh, so you want me to go?
Let's go.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I ain't prepared. I gotta get my questions written down
Okay.
and ready because this is.
Oh, you're going to have interview
that's
style
right,
questions.
that's
We
right.
doing 2020 CNN.
just like they do on a reality TV show. Just
You
hit you
need
with
that that sound that they make. Okay. So, no, whatever.
All right, so today's episode is.
Time out. Thank our followers for making sure you are good.
Oh, everybody, I am good. I know the last time y'all saw me, we was on live and I was driving to Brooklyn and I got hit on the highway, kind of hard, but I'm all right. Nothing really bad, just a little damage to my baby, but
His car.
yeah, she'll be okay. We're gonna take care of her. The lady's gonna pay for it, so we good to go. She already contacted me to come get the payment, so we good to go.
She paying out of pocket?
Yeah, she didn't want to do the insurance thing. She was just like, "I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it."
Oh,
So,
okay.
I
Sounds a
mean-
little illegal, but okay.
I mean, she looked like she had some money. She had a 2022 BMW X5. So, I mean, it was brand
And
new.
that woman could have bad credited. Her interest rate is
mean,
22.5%.
You absolutely right. But, she did. She let me know.
She's not smart, but
she,
okay.
She had it. She said she had it. So I'll meet up with her next week, and then I'll get my baby fixed. So we'll be good to go.
Okay. Was it a dent to where you can like use the big plunger and just pop it out?
Nah, it's dented.
Oh, okay.
Like dented.
Okay.
My bumper is all messed up. Couple of my lights is broken.
Oh, okay.
So,
So that's damage.
yeah,
damage.
it's a little bit of damage. So,
Okay.
but she's gonna take care of it, so I ain't worried about
Don't
it.
worry about it then.
So,
All right. Nobody insurance got involved. All right.
Yeah, I mean, my mom, my barber was like, "Man, you supposed to be like my neck and my back, my neck and my back, my neck and my back, my
I
back
will
and my
say
neck."
this: that somebody DM me and was like, "Is he okay?" They wanted to know if you were okay first, and they was like, "Listen, if that was me, I would have fell all out that car. Like, I would have rolled. I would have opened the door, and I would have rolled out. She would have been, or they didn't know it was she, but they said they would have been paying.
I mean, I was okay, thank God,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't believe in taking advantage of a situation because that karma comes back to you.
That's
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, the lady was apologetic. She didn't mean to. So it made no sense for me to just take advantage of her and make the most out of a bad situation when it was already a bad situation. So thank you for everybody for all the texts and DMs and the questions, but I am doing great. Smokey is a little bruised up, but
Smokey is a girl's name.
yeah, Smokey's a girl name.
Okay. All right. Moving on. What's today's topic?
Today's topic is life. Today's topic is life. And I feel like this topic today because it's been a rough week.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think I've seen a lot of people who's been going through it, even our followers and who follow us have been going through it. And let's just talk about life. Let's just talk about how we deal with life situations and how do we push past things that stress us out to the point where we just feel like we have no other way to turn and just nowhere to talk to or no one to talk to. So let's get into life. Let's talk about life today.
Okay.
So for me, my stepdad passed away. He passed away in Houston. My brother's going out there first. And
This past week?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I gotta take a trip to Houston just to get things together for him.
Mhm.
But and then my mom's birthday is Monday. And,
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was coming up.
Yeah.
I did know that. I did know
my
that
mom's
it was
birthday
coming up.
is Monday. And she passed because of COVID a few years ago,
Mhm.
a couple of years ago. And then her birthday, and then her memorial was like 4 days later when she passed. So it's been a rough week just dealing with everything. So when you have situations where you can't control outcomes and things like that, I always say pray. But I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I haven't prayed since my mom's died.
Since?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't blame God. I don't have any to blame him for anything, but I just haven't felt the urge to just touch him and just reach out to him.
Okay.
I mean, I might, thank you God for waking me up, things like that. But as far as the deep prayers, and I haven't done that in a while.
Mhm.
But that's just life. Life is.
It is.
It hits you hard.
That is something that I feel like that's a part of grief.
Probably.
I feel like that is a part of grief. The not praying. When my grandmother passed, I did that. I stopped going to church. Nope, not going. I'm not going. And I want to say a year or so after she passed, my aunt came over my house and she was like, you got to go back to church. Grandma will want you to go to church. I'm like, no. And I didn't want to go back because that was the last place I saw her alive and in a casket. So I was like, no. And we're talking. And the door to my aunt's car was open. So the light was on. And, after you leave a car door open so long, it goes off. Door still open on my side because she was not about to pull off with me in that car. So she said something about my grandmother. Ding, light went on. I was like, okay, I'm going to church. It's funny that this is your topic.
Why?
Because, like you said, this has been a week for everybody. But I literally, around 3:30, I posted on my personal Facebook page. I said, when God wants you to do something, he makes you uncomfortable. And with some things that's going on with me, I'm beginning to get uncomfortable.
Right.
So it's like, to me, that's God saying, you need to move. Right. Not physically move, but like you need to listen to what I'm saying to you and follow my word. And it's like, I don't wanna. Yeah. And he gonna keep making me uncomfortable until I do what he said.
Until you listen, yeah. But for everybody that's out there that's going through something, you're never alone. We always say we always there to talk to somebody or we're there for somebody. But I think the hardest thing for us is talking to somebody about our problems. But we're always there to listen to somebody about theirs.
I don't talk to people.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I don't talk to people because I don't
want to put my burdens on you.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And if I do feel the need to talk to you, I can't think of what it is, but like I gauge how you're feeling. Like, how was your day?
Right.
Can you
if you're off,
take something mentally
right.
that's not your burden? Can you hold on to that right now? If they're like, no, I'm like, all right, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not a bad thing, but it's like I just can't put more on somebody else. So I talk to Sasha straight up and down.
Sasha listens.
She listened. Sasha, when I cry, I do cry, y'all. Don't tell nobody.
I thought you was a thug.
I am, but I cry in my house, in my bed, under the covers. So don't nobody see me. True story. But Sasha will, if I'm laying in my bed and I have the blanket, like literally I will have the blanket over me. Sasha will come and jump right here and like
For
lick
those
my
that
face.
don't know, she was talking about on her chest because you said right here.
Oh, sorry. We having a conversation. So, my bad.
You gotta watch the video to see what she was talking
My
about.
bad, on my chest. And she'll like lick my tears, like, it's okay, it's okay. And I have a neighbor upstairs who is the devil's spawn. This child. I just want to shake her.
Don't shake her.
But like if I'm screaming or something, so I should just be like, it's okay, mommy. But life is tough. But with every breakdown comes a breakthrough. I don't know if that's just me looking for something positive out of it, but at the end of this dark tunnel that everyone seems to be in this week, I wonder, is it because of the seasons changing? And when the seasons change, like you shed
A fur, a loaf, a coat of fur, or something like that.
Right. You shed something from yourself, and I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Well, it's just been. I just thought that today, we always have our funny episodes, our sexual episodes. Let's get serious for once. We always have a moment where we get serious and we talk about some real life things. And I was watching a podcast and it was just I forgot that thing is I am more than an athlete podcast, and the guys on there was talking to an old Michael Beasley. He was a basketball player, and
Michael Beasley?
yeah, he's just played for the Miami Heat and he used to play for the Knicks, and he's a good basketball player. He's not in the league right now, but he was on there on the show, and they was telling him like when he was going through his issues with depression and things like that. Like he was like, bro, we all here for you. We all athletes. We know what you're going through. Like, don't be afraid to reach out to. We speak to each other outside of our sports. We are all cool. And him breaking down and saying how he felt like he couldn't talk to people because, he's a man. He needs to do things on his own and figure it out and make a way for himself. And just to hear this group of brothers say, nah, you're never alone. You got us out here to help you protect you and cover your back. And it's just a good thing because mental health is a really bad thing, and a lot of people don't take it seriously. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't spoken to my therapist in about a month, so definitely need to fix that.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to say that I've talked to somebody because sometimes you just can't talk.
Why would you be afraid?
You just can't talk to anybody about anything because not everybody has their best interests at heart when they talk to you.
That's true, and you need to talk to someone that can either help you find a solution or just let you get, because sometimes hearing it's going to be okay, you don't want to hear it in that moment, right? Because it's like, no, fool, it's not going to be okay. Like tomorrow it's going to be okay. You're going to eventually get through it. But no, that's not what I want to hear right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me a solution on how it's going to be okay. No, or you have the people, and this drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Sorry, I know it's a real subject, but okay. I have to say, I don't like when people, like you and I are having a conversation right now where we both need to talk, right. But when you call someone and you're like, oh my God, I had a day. And then they're like, oh, that reminds me of the time when such and such happened to me. Yeah.
They make it about them.
You're right. We not talking about you right now. I need attention on me.
No, I get it. I definitely get it.
So that can be tough too with a therapist.
Yeah. Some people don't do it purposely though. Because
they don't.
They know you that friend that listens, so they feel they could just shoot it out to you,
right.
And they don't realize it's your turn to talk,
to just unload.
And it's their turn to just listen. So I don't think it's done purposely and maliciously to make you feel some type of way.
I don't think it is.
When people are always used to you being the one that they can come and talk to about everything, when you start to talk and then they just resonate or relate to it, they take over. It's just because they know you can. Well,
stop doing that.
Stop doing that shit.
Or sometimes I don't want advice. Sometimes I just want to get it out.
You just want somebody to listen.
Right. I don't need you. Sometimes you. So I think what I'm going to start doing is saying, I just need to talk. I just need to vent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for
A solution.
a solution. I just need to get everything out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll feel better. I might not, but I'll feel better.
Right.
If we get to the question and answer portion of the conversation, I will let you know if I want to get to that point.
Right.
And sometimes I feel like you need to do that.
Yeah, I think that's very important.
Yeah.
One of the most important things is listen first.
And listen to hear, not
Right.
just to
To
give an answer or a
Exactly,
response.
exactly. But yeah, so shout out to everybody that's going through something this week. You are not alone.
Hey, I am here
Take it away.
with you.
Okay, because I am not the singer.
Though we're far apart, you're always in my heart.
Okay, now. I wish I had some horns for that.
This is not a horns episode. Today's episode is brought to you by the mellow music
Of Kenny G.
of Davina J.
Oh, no, some Sade. Some Sade would have been good.
You think I'm the side, baby? You know me better than that. Think I'll leave you down when you're down on your knees.
Okay, all right. Back to the episode. You feeling that
I
way too
wouldn't
much?
do that. Okay.
So, how do you help people get through things when you're going through something yourself?
That is,
When people always know.
I don't anymore.
You don't?
I don't answer the phone.
Okay.
Or my refrigerator is barking. I have to go. Like, I just, and it's not me wanting to be rude, but it's also me not wanting to be like, hey, I had a shitty day. I just can't. The same way that I'll ask someone, you know, what's your mental
Right.
state right now? I feel like someone should do that to me before you just be like, girl, let me
tell you about this
Right.
bitch at work today.
Right. Like, I got 4 of them at my job, so I don't know what to tell you. And you know, if someone really needs me, I will listen.
Right.
Am I going to be able to give you sound advice?
The
Probably
jury's out on
not.
that.
I'm probably not going to be able to give you
So
sound
you can't
advice.
you can't give somebody sound advice if you're going through something.
No,
yourself.
because I'm going to tell you to stab them in the neck, just like I want to stab.
Wow.
If it's that bad, if it's something I can relate to, where that
Violence is
it's not
never the
violent. It's
answer.
not violent. It's listen.
Malcolm X said non-violent.
That was
I
Dr.
mean,
King.
Dr. King, non-violent.
I'm Malcolm X that night.
Oh shit. Load the AK.
Maybe Farrakhan. Is Farrakhan violent?
Hell yeah.
Okay, well,
When he
there you
needs
go.
to be.
I can be Dr. King. Most days I am Dr. King, but if don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. So if I'm there and you
my
come to
God.
me, I'm going to give you a Malcolm X solution.
Okay.
But if I've had a decent day, I can give you a Dr. King solution.
Okay now.
So
Come on through, Dr. King.
maybe you don't need to ask me my mental state. Maybe you need to ask me, did you have a mellow day? Did you have a Dr. King day or did you have a Malcolm X day?
So that's what people gotta come with now.
Yes, to me, for me.
For you.
Yes.
To be totally honest with you, I can talk to anybody at any time, even if I'm going through stuff. Because you know why? I do believe that I do believe in God, and I do believe that I am
Same.
blessed more than I can ever complain about everything that goes on in my life because I'm still here. I'm still able to make a way in this world, and I'm still able to affect people in a positive manner.
Okay.
So I always believe I'm blessed. So even if I'm going through something and somebody comes to me about something, I still find the time to talk them through or down whatever they're going through because I would want somebody to do it to me.
Okay.
Even though I wouldn't even let somebody do that to me because I don't talk to nobody about my issues. But I would want somebody to do that to me if I ever was to come to them and be like, yo, listen, man, I had a rough-ass day. Like,
Well, I think with you, because you don't, if you did, they're going to be like, oh, shit, this is for real, and stop with their, words, I know them, my tongue can agree with what I am saying. They would stop what they are doing to listen because you're not oh my God, I got a splinter. I need to go tell someone. Oh my goodness, I'm constipated. I don't know.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
I'm just saying.
Better take some stool softness.
But I can say this about me. I feel like I am borderline an empath. So when people come to me with
You take on
issues,
their
I
issues.
take them
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So
I can see that.
it's very hard for
I can
me
see that.
to, be going. It becomes a lot. A lot
You
when
gotta break away from that because that thing can wear you down. And
I
I
am
have a
doing
friend like
better.
that. I have a friend like that who does that too. She takes everybody's problems and put them on her chest. Now, just because y'all got big chests, it don't mean y'all gotta carry everything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You have to understand that you already
Well,
have
they got more room.
Yeah, I already have enough baggage to carry.
These are not bags. They are trunks. Okay. Look, I got my whole hand can't even hold. I need both hands for one. Okay, sorry.
All right, y'all have to watch the video to see what the hell the video was just doing just there. But yeah, I mean, and I tell her all the time. I say because it affects you. And you might not think
It does.
You might not think it's not affecting you, but it is.
It does.
Affects your whole mood. So like somebody come to you with your issue, you could have one of the best days ever, but then all of a sudden now you're
sad.
You're sad, and now you done talk them off the ledge, but now you got their problem in
Now
your
I'm
head.
right here.
You got their problem in your head. Now you're on the edge trying to figure out a way to get through the problem, and it's not even yours.
Right. And I still got to deal with my shit over here. Like, oh,
Yeah, so
I just
yeah,
wanna start
like
the
when
day
somebody
over.
tells you, you gotta just learn how to let that shit go and just be like, no, what?
it's
Not today,
easier
Satan.
said than done. It literally is easier said than done. I was listening to true story. I can show you. I was listening to. I had started playing "Say Yes" by Michelle Williams
Oh, that's my joint.
because,
Wait, Say Yes by Michelle
when
Williams.
Jesus say yes,
Okay, got it.
nobody can say no. I was listening to that, and
You know, I'm sorry. When you say yes, you think Flowetry off the top.
all you gotta do
is
no,
say yes.
there is, and then I got to Anthony Brown this week. Anthony Brown and Group Therapy is the name of the artist.
Gospel artist.
Yeah.
See?
That's gonna be my Sunday, Monday song going forward.
Oh yeah, is that uplifting?
It is like this week. This is the week where this.
You know what used to be my uplifting gospel song? I forgot the name of the song, but it went, He saw the best
In me.
That was that.
everyone-
Yeah.
Marvin Sapp.
Marvin Sapp. That used to be my joint right there.
Marvin Sapp.
That was my go-to song in the mornings when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care who said nothing about my day because I had God on my back,
Mm-hmm.
and we kept it moving. But not to get spiritual on the podcast and all that, but
I mean, why not? Fred Hammond, Jesus Be Offense is another good one too. Jesus Be Offense.
this is gonna turn this into the gospel hour.
And it ain't nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna shout out one more thing. If you're looking for like a place to get a word, I'm not gonna say a church home and all that stuff, but if you need to get a good word, Bethel AME Church in Buffalo, New York, they have a virtual campus that I go to every Sunday. That man can preach. That man is amazing. Amazing. If you want the link, just let me know and I will send you the link to service on Sundays. And literally an hour from beginning to end, 9:30 to 10. By 10:35, the feed is cut off for the live.
Oh, so it's a straight hour.
It's a straight hour, and that's doxology, that's welcome, that's everything.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, we Catholic now. Because that's what Catholic people do. Catholic people, no shade, but Catholic people be in and out of church so quick. I be like,
What happened?
Did somebody preach? What happened? Amen, stand, kneel, sit, kneel, stand, be blessed, communion, get out. Like, wait, what?
What happened?
What? So yes, Pastor Paul, because he does not like to be called Reverend Thomas. Pastor Paul, he's young. So, and I think that's why I like him because
There's a lot of young pastors
it's
coming out.
right. And again, not to be funny, but the old ones is retiring and dying.
I'm going to jail for some shit. Just be honest.
I did not say that.
Let's be honest.
A lot of them are retiring. I'm going with retiring.
Okay.
Final answer.
Okay.
But yeah, sometimes you need that
Young, energetic.
young, energetic,
That
and you
word
need
that
a
relates,
word
that relates
yes.
to you now in this generation. 'Cause
Yes.
the old pastors spoke to the older church mothers and
Correct.
things like that.
Correct.
So,
And you'd be like, "Wherefore thou art what?
mm-hmm.
What? I don't need the King James version. I need the NIV version.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on?" But sometimes you need, like, in the middle of the week, I'll just be like, "All right, give me a word. Speak to my heart." Okay, I'm not gonna turn it all churchy.
All right, thank
But
you.
I can.
All right, now don't turn.
Let it be known.
Don't turn the switch on yet. Don't turn the switch on.
I can. Just
Don't
just
turn
so
the
we
switch
know.
on.
Born and raised AME. And I am that until the day I die.
Hey.
So what do you do since you're not a Earth, Wind, and Fire? I need to talk. I'm having a bad day. What do you do? Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know who Earth,
Talk
Wind,
to
and Fire
my.
are.
Oh, my boys.
Yeah. If you don't go to them.
I go to myself. I talk to myself. I talk myself through it.
Out loud? Like, are you in your home? And I'm not being funny when I ask this question. Are you like, what we gonna do?
I gotta figure out how to get this money by tomorrow.
What? Huh? I gotta figure out how to get this money by tomorrow. No, do you journal or anything like that?
You know what? I haven't written in a journal in a long time. I used to do that. I need to get my life together. I need to do a lot of things that's gonna get me back to where I
Okay.
need to be. But at the end of the day, I talk to myself and I talk to my mother. I
Okay.
talk to my mother a lot. When I mean by talk to my mother, I mean her picture.
I get it.
Her picture, and I go to her for that motherly advice, even though she's still not here.
Have you gotten signs?
Oh, I had a dream. Oh wow, I'm telling my business, but hey, let's go into it. I had a dream. Got into a little something, and my mother came to me and told me that I needed to apologize for what I did, and that was the first time I spoke to my mother, or even actually seen her in my dream since she's been gone, and for her to come to me in my dream and have us sit on my bed and tell me I need to apologize. And she also told me how proud she was of me and the man I'm becoming and the father that I am. And but just for her to be there was, I just woke up in tears. It was like a surreal moment,
Mhm.
like. But
Did you apologize?
yeah, of
Okay.
course, my mother said to apologize. Hell yeah, listen to my mama.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, listen to my mama. But it just goes to show you that when I wanted her to come, she didn't come. When I didn't really need her, she was there.
May
But
not come when you want them,
yeah.
but they're always on time.
But so this week has just been like just a hard week. And the good thing about it is I have my daughter. The good thing about it is, like I said, I have my life, and I have the podcast. I have you, and I have other people in my life that are very supportive and always asking me if I'm all right, even though I say I'm okay, even though I'm not. But just asking is enough for me. That's more than enough. So it's just been a rough week. It's been a
Okay.
rough week. And this weekend is going to be more of a relaxing, trying to chill and get myself together for what's.
Is it a Hennessy weekend?
To be totally honest with you, I haven't really touched alcohol in a few months.
In a few months?
Yeah, since the last time you gave me some, that was
Your
the last
birthday?
time.
Wow.
I haven't really been drinking like that. I mean, I've been doing a little bit of hookah, but drinking, I haven't really been drinking like that.
Now, not to be funny, what is hookah exactly?
They have two types. They have hookah with the nicotine in it, and they have the organic hookah that don't have no nicotine in it. But I use the one with the nicotine. It's just like a cigar, but not as hard on the taste and the smoke.
So instead of you going,
Right, you had this thing.
you go,
Exactly.
okay, all
Yeah,
right,
basically.
okay.
They have different flavors and things like that, so you get to enjoy the flavors as you smoke and things like that.
Okay.
It's just a pastime. Honestly, what's the reason for it? I don't know. It's just something to do.
You know what? It might relax you.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I just light up the hookah and play my game and just chill out.
You have one. You have a at home one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got a mobile one. Just gotta take one in my car.
Aren't those big contraptions?
They have mobile ones that's plastic, and you can put ice in it to use for hookah.
Like ice cubes?
Yeah.
I really don't know because I don't
Yeah, I
do that stuff. Okay. I think I'm going to. I have a lot to do this weekend.
Shout out to all the Patreon members. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I tried to do a video the other day on it. It doesn't do more like 5
yeah, you
seconds.
gotta do. It's something else that we have to do. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, because I was just like, I was trying to do my video, and then I was like, it cut me off. So I just did a thank you video for everybody that joined up.
Okay.
I don't know and I didn't even see it on there.
We'll
I don't know,
discuss that later.
but yeah. Thank you to all the Patreon members.
Yeah,
we
love
didn't
y'all.
forget about the content and stuff like that. We're working it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're still trying to figure out how to work that damn thing. Yeah. But if it's TikTok, catch us on TikTok. We uploading like motherfucker.
Listen.
Just
Listen.
you know what? I want to start doing like the little conversational videos that people be doing, like the questions, and then doing it like from our podcast perspective. Like, you know, people ask, so what do you think about this in the relationship? And then we give out like little suggestions about it on the podcast. I think that'd be cool.
Okay. We can work on that.
But this episode is about life.
It is. It is about life.
And
life,
shout out to all those that's having a baby, bringing more life into this world.
Who having a baby?
Not you. Just for those that's having a baby. Oh, Lord, Davina, you almost got nervous there for a second. You okay? You about to run out of here.
Jesus Christ Superstar would be the name of that would be my child's name, because that would be the way that I would be conceiving. I would be the Virgin Mary's second coming of Christ, because, yeah.
But yeah, shout out to everybody's having a baby.
Congratulations. Let me tell you this. Okay, speaking of babies. So my sister calls me, and she was like, bitch.
You know it's juicy when you hear
Yes. And I was like, what, girl? And she was like, so I went to the doctor, and I'm pregnant. And I was like, okay. All right.
Is this the one with the 2 boys?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. And my brother-in-law has 3 kids. Four. So I was like, all right, what are we gonna do here? She was like, so I'm gonna give birth, because I'm like, well, what we gonna do? And she was like, I'm gonna give birth and I'm gonna just sign the baby over to you. And I'm like, wait, what? Hold on. Okay. I need to move to Florida. Like, what is happening? And she was like, I'm just playing. I'm like, girl, when I tell you the panic. And it wasn't like, if my sister got pregnant, it was like, I want to give you the baby because I don't need no more kids. Okay, no problem. She was like, I would just be the auntie mommy. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
I mean, I seen a movie like that.
Same. But it's like, okay, you got to prepare me. You can't just be like, bitch. So don't do that to me no more, because don't do that to me no more.
You was nervous as hell.
I was like, okay, I got to start buying Pampers and baby clothes and a crib and a walker and a playpen, Lord have mercy.
You just start thinking about all the financial things you had to start.
I'm poor. I'm going to need some more Patreon
members. We about to start stripping on Patreon.
Man, OnlyFans, here I come. But yeah, my sister was not funny when she said
That's hilarious.
It's not funny.
That's crazy. But yeah, shout out to everybody. I had a follower who just lost their dad recently. And I had a couple of people that's on my feed that I
Mhm.
see regularly that's dealing with death, and I have a couple of people on my follow feeds that's going through cancer and fighting cancer right now. So
Mm.
shout out to all of them that's going through these issues.
Cancer is a
Um,
bitch.
Cancer is a bitch. It took my daughter's grandmother a few years ago. My daughter's grandmother died from breast cancer. Um, and that was a rough time for her as well. She
That's
stopped
so
playing
sad.
softball because of that. And my daughter was a softball star. She had scholarship offers out the yin yang,
Mm.
and she didn't want to do it no more. Once grandma passed, that was like something that they talked about in every all the time. So she withdrew from softball when grandma passed. But um, cancer does suck. But
It
if you
does.
just whoever's going through it, just keep fighting.
Yeah.
Don't let it just take you. Just fight until you can't fight no more.
Yeah. I will say that I did. You know, it's funny how people are like, you don't know celebrities. Why do people get emotional when they pass and things
Hmm.
like that? Toni Braxton's sister
Oh
just
yeah,
passed away from
she was a nice
cancer.
one,
She was the
coolest one I think.
I would say she was the coolest
Hmm.
one. And and then it's scary because to fight it silently like
Chad
Chadwick Boseman
Boseman,
did,
yeah, we didn't even know he was
it's
going
like,
through that.
but I get it because you don't
Want
want how
people?
are you doing
No,
and
you don't want people to feel sympathy for you
right,
because when people find out something's wrong with you, you know that whole thing towards you change. They start to be
right,
empathetic. They start to want to do things they're not the same
right.
person. Even though people will say they'll be the same person, they're
They're
not the
not.
same person when they find
Right,
out you're sick. And you
right.
don't want people to change. You want them to be them
Correct.
genuine selves around you. So
Correct.
not telling people is the reason why people do that
Right.
sometimes.
And her family knew. The
Yeah,
people who
matter most.
needed to know
Yeah,
knew. But I like shed a tear when I read that because it's like to suffer in silence like that,
yeah.
number one is I can only imagine that. And then, you know, not to say that her sisters are not in pain and things like
Hmm.
that, but it kind of upset me that no one was saying her husband. She was married.
Yeah.
She was the one married the longest. No one was saying her son, her
Everybody saying her
grandson,
sisters
her
because that's
sisters.
what they know. Remember, her personal life was very private. Besides being
Right,
on the
but they
show,
knew
you
she was
right,
married. They knew she was married.
but like I said, from the show, people found out she was married and she had kids and things like that. But if she ever wasn't even on that show, would you have known that she was married or had kids?
Yes, I
Not
would have known because I knew the backstory of not Tony, but the
the Braxtons, right?
Braxtons
But that's
with
if you're
all of that.
if you're a fan and you really
You could
follow
say
this.
super fan. Yes, I am a super fan.
And not a super fan, but just a fan. If you're a fan, you just know and
Right.
you understand people and the person you like. But
But no,
for
most
us,
people wouldn't know unless because she was the only one who didn't leave like the Baltimore, and how they say it, the Baltimore area.
mhm,
So like, if you lived in that area, you would know. But someone who lived in Tuscaloosa, who knew of Toni Braxton, wouldn't have known that
right,
Tracy Braxton was married with, and all that stuff. But I get it, but it just is so sad.
yeah,
It's so
cancer
sad.
sucks.
Cancer is.
I have my, I have to say this year has been really rough as far as deaths. Um,
And it's only March.
yeah,
That's crazy.
my cousin passed away in January.
Your cousin?
Yeah, he died from cancer. Well, no, I'm not going to say January. I'm going to say end of January, beginning of February. He had prostate cancer. It came fast and came quick.
I heard that's one of the roughest ones.
So yeah, so it's been a rough year as far as just deaths and things like that. So, but we push through. We make it happen, and we continue to be the great individuals that we see above and before us today.
Yeah, you gotta live every day like it's your last.
One thing I will say is that even though life gets hard and we all have our situations where we don't understand why we're going through stuff, I think for me, probably the best thing about it is when you get through what you're going through, and that's that sunshine after all that
Right.
storm, it's but definitely worth it. And
Absolutely.
the sunshine will shine through once again for everybody that's going through something and everybody that's feeling like a dark cloud over them. The sun will shine through. The sun will come out
Thank you. I was registering. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
I seen it all over your face. You was thinking of it.
But and also, I need to lighten it just a smidge. Tomorrow isn't promised. Cuss him out today.
Cuss him out today?
Yeah.
Why I be cuss him out?
Cuss him out today.
Cuss him out. Oh,
cuss him.
right.
Oh, okay, right. Cuss him out today.
Damn, why the man always I get cussed out?
Cuss him out today.
Listen, to be totally honest with you, man, I don't even cuss him out. I just be like, okay.
I am learning that. Like, people say things, and I'm just like,
okay, yeah, no problem.
Great.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I ain't hear from you. Yeah, it was on purpose.
Like, you're no longer in my phone. Yeah.
You can't just ask people out of your life like that, Davina.
But I can. Because...
How do you deal with people that always come to you with something negative? They'll never add any positivity to your life, but when you speak to them, it's always something negative, whether it's something going on in their life or something going on at work. It's like, how do you do? Like, for me, I try to be as understanding and compassionate as I can, but sometimes I just feel like saying, listen, you know what? Why every time I speak to you, you have something negative to say? Call me when you hit the lotto or something. Like
call me when you tied your shoe on right properly.
Call me when you cross the street without having to run because you know something positive.
Right.
But
I can say this honestly. I do not have people like that in my life anymore.
I guess it's because I just listen to everybody. Whatever they say, people just feel they can call me when they're having a bad day or they need it.
You can call me when you have a bad day.
I'm always so positive. I'm always going to put positivity out in the world. I mean, I haven't really posted no positivity in a while. Somebody pointed that out to me on my DM. They was like, "Hey, you going through something?" He's like, "I'm used to seeing a positive word on your page, and I don't see it." I'm like, "Oh, you look for that?" Like, oh, my bad, I didn't know. So
no, you can call me if you're going through something, but if I get to the point now where I have to question if I want to answer the phone, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You have to go because life is too short. Life is too short to constantly never have anything to say. I have done it with family, not cut them off, but if I'm on the phone with you and it always goes, you have to complain, I gotta go. My refrigerator is barking. I gotta go. I gotta find out what's happening with my refrigerator. Sasha is meowing. I have to go. I'm dead serious.
Ew.
I have to go because I'm not about to absorb something. I'm not going to feel drained every single time.
Being that you absorb everybody's issues. So
I'm not going to do that every single time we're on the phone.
Well, that's one thing that I can honestly say, that if I told somebody about something negative, that's their issue. I don't hold on to it.
I wish I could do that.
You know, I give them the best advice I can, and like I always say to people, this is always a situation where you have to make the decision.
Right.
You can get advice from the Dalai Lama, but at the end of the day, you have to make the decision.
Absolutely.
What's best for you.
Absolutely.
So, sometimes it's not all best to ask people for advice. It's always best just to ask people, how would you handle this situation? Just to get another perspective.
But if you're doing that to 5, 6 people,
then you're going to be confusing yourself.
You're going to stay in that state of confusion.
You got to pick somebody that has a rational mind in some type of...
Correct.
What's the word I'm looking for? Some common ground. And
correct.
I mean, you just can't ask anybody.
I call one person when I need advice, and her name is Deborah.
Oh, that's Mama.
Auntie.
Mm-hmm. Auntie Deborah.
Mm-hmm. I wish I would call her Auntie Deborah. Her name is Auntie.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I get very upset when anybody, you could be my cousin, and that is your auntie. Don't call her that.
Oh, you got to call her Deborah when they're around you?
I don't know what they call her. I be on Facebook, and people will be like, Auntie. Who is that? And why are they calling you Auntie? Davina, that's my niece. No, it's not. And if it is, they need to know that I am the favorite.
Lord have mercy, Davina.
I did the whole TikTok where I was like, no one's bigger than the group. And my thing was like, she brought me home from the hospital and took care of me for the first 30 days, which she did. And nobody's bigger than the group. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. I am the favorite. Dadgummit. She can't tell nobody because you can't play favorites.
We all know. We all know.
Who sent you peanuts when you asked for them? Exactly. But no, that's who I call when I think I bug her sometimes. I mean, like, Auntie, should I do this or should I do that? Davina, what should I do? You are a grown woman. Mm-hmm. What should I do? Well, Davina, one day you're going to, and I'll call her, I don't want to be the oldest anymore. I quit. Because my sisters call me the same way I call her. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nope. I renounce my throne as the oldest.
I'm the youngest. I have an older sister and another brother.
I have renounced my throne.
Shout out to everybody with more than one kid. Shout out to people who have 3 kids and that middle child always get lost in the sauce. Shout out to all the middle kids out there.
Oh, my sister don't.
The middle kids that are not the firstborn, not the lastborn, but the middleborn, and always the one that kind of
causes the most problems.
Nah, my daughter's not like that.
But she's okay, from her mom. Okay, yeah. I'm like, no, she's the only child. What is
for me? She's the only child.
Yeah.
Well, she's the middle for moms.
Okay. Well, she's the good child then. Well, I don't know her siblings, but
yeah, she's the good one. The babies, the sister's about 5 or 6.
So she's still new to the world.
Yeah,
she's still learning her ground.
Yeah,
her footing. She's still learning her footing.
Yeah. That's it. So would you adopt?
You know
in
what?
this life, did you think about that?
I did think about it. And I would adopt a 17-and-a-half-year-old.
Already wiping his own ass, already feeding himself, already walking himself to and from school. Already can come home and make his own lunch.
Make a PB&J. Do what it is you need to do. I take care of you for 6 months, and then I'm shipping your ass off to college. Adios.
Damn. You didn't even say a year, so you want him 6 months into turning 17.
Yeah, 17
Listen,
and a half.
I don't want him when he's 16 going on 17. No, I want him on 17 and a half.
Well, it depends on when, because like later in the year, you know, you might be a senior when you're 16, depending on where we live.
Yo, that's so foul. That's so foul.
At least you won't age out of the system and have to figure it out on your own. You always have a place to call home. Like, Davina, I'd be like, man, I'm an empty nester. You only had the kid for 6 months. I know.
That's so messed up, yo.
No, but I said that if I was to adopt, I would say I would do it within the next 2 to 7 years.
Okay.
The child would be 7 is the absolute youngest. And in 7 years, I'll be 50.
Ooh,
I'm not
you'll be a half a century. My bad. I just...
Yeah. Thank you. Well...
Good night, y'all.
It has been a wonderful show. I don't want to do this anymore.
My bad.
But if I was closer to 50, the older the kid would be. So if I'm like 48-ish,
So basically high teens.
high, you could just be starting out teens.
Like 13.
13,
That's
like
not bad.
12, 13.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
They still can take care of themselves at 12 or 13.
They can still take care of themselves. As long as you're potty trained, I'm good.
Yeah.
If you're potty trained, I can do it. And you are sleeping through the night.
That's true.
I am okay with that. I can give you 3 hots and a cot. We will go shopping and give you some clothes. You'll have your own room, your own playroom. Shout out to my girlfriend who her son has a room probably the size of this studio. And his playroom is the size of this studio. Shout out to you, homie, because he is living a life. That's my little boyfriend. But he living a life.
Don't let Richard Lawson hear you calling somebody else your boyfriend.
First of all, that is a child. If you are jealous of a child, then you have to go.
All right. Well, on the second part of life, where's life taking you in the next couple of years?
Out of New York City.
Oh, you see yourself leaving?
Very soon.
I actually was talking. I was talking to my daughter about this heavy, and I really was thinking about either moving to Jersey or either the Maryland, DMV, Virginia area. I really, because one, I still want to have my 4 seasons. I don't want to go too far where I can't have some snow, some rain. I just like the mixture of the seasons. I can't go somewhere where it's fucking like 80 degrees all year round and the lowest is like 60. Even though 60-degree weather is absolutely perfect, but I just can't do Texas, too hot. California, hotter than.
I'm about to show you something.
So yeah, I've been really thinking about that, and my daughter's not with it. She's like, she don't want to move nowhere.
I thought she wanted to go to California.
She wanted to go to California, but we'll see after her 21st birthday how she feels about California. We're still gonna get her out to California so she can see what it's like. California is just as expensive as New York, so it's like going to
It's more expensive.
a hotter New York City. That's what it basically.
It's parts of California where gas is
almost
$6.
Almost $8. Almost $8 in some areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So no, I'm staying on the East Coast.
Okay.
But soon. By the time I'm 45, I won't be here.
Okay. Think in Florida?
No.
No? You won't be that close to your sisters?
Well, one of my sisters is going with me. I want to be close and this is how I put it. I need to be close enough to my mother where I can get to her within a couple of hours.
But she can't.
But she not popping up at my house every other day.
Gotcha. So you might be going somewhere closer to Buffalo, like maybe upstate.
Who and what now?
Not closer.
Buffalo. Did you say Buffalo,
the
New
mom's
York?
in Buffalo, right?
No, she doesn't. My mama is in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Heck no, I'm not going back to Buffalo.
So you go somewhere like Georgia or something like that, ATL.
Georgia, the Carolinas, something like that, where it's like if I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I could be to her by 1 o'clock.
Right, just a few hours drive.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the DMV area because it's like a 3-hour drive away from New York, so I still have in proximity to coming to New York to see my homies or my bros, to hang out and just chill if I wanted to, and also having out the 3 hours just if I wanted to take the drive, I can make it back. But yeah, so that's been heavy on my mind. But Jersey's been on my mind. Maryland's been on my mind. I thought about Baltimore County,
Baltimore,
like the outskirts of Baltimore, things like that.
Have you?
DC, no.
It's too expensive.
Only way I would move to DC is if I get me a Fed job. If I get me a federal job, I'll stay in DC because then a lot of apartments out there are for federal employees, and you get the rates and things like that. So that's the only way I would probably do something like that.
Okay. Have you been like
actively searching?
Yeah.
My daughter sends me apartments all the time, so I have like in my inbox about 30 apartments in Jersey right now.
So she wants you in Jersey.
Yeah, she wants me in Jersey. She would rather move to Jersey. She likes Jersey. It's calm for her.
Isn't she in Jersey now?
No, my daughter lives with me, but she's actually in
Mm.
Jersey because she's still helping my mother with babysitting for the school year.
Okay.
But
Okay, I didn't know
my
that.
daughter's been living with me since beginning of last year.
Okay. I did not know that.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
Another part of life is can't wait to celebrate this child support finishing in a couple of weeks. April 13th, she will be 21, and I will be celebrating with a nice big bottle of Bel Air Rosé. Um, if you want to contribute to the Bel Air Rosé funds,
I do not. No, thank you.
but yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Are we in final thoughts?
Yes, we are. Final thoughts. You go first.
Life is short. Cuss them out today.
You ain't cussing people out. Why you want to cuss people out?
Because sometimes people need a good cussing out. Not everybody.
Some people want that negative. People, don't you understand? People feed off attention, whether it's negative or positive.
That's true.
So
but
sometimes you just need to just be like, okay, see you later.
right, that's true. No, my final thoughts for real are be careful when you're releasing, you are chewing in the microphone.
My bad.
I can hear that.
My bad.
It's
I moved back. I thought I was good.
yeah, these are the good microphones.
This ain't the one from the
This
apartment
ain't
when we
the
first started.
apartment. Yeah, this ain't the $9.99 microphone. This is I'ma pick up everything microphone. No, it's be careful who you're releasing things to because you do have people who absorb that, and people could be going through their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So be cognizant of that before you just be like, so, oh my God, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. That's my final thought.
Well, this was a very serious episode this week, but I would have to say my final thought is my prayers go out to everybody that lost somebody that's going through a rough time right now with death in family, fighting cancer, just dealing with everyday life issues. I just want to say that we all go through it, and you're not alone. The best thing to do is just make sure that you have somebody to talk to, whether it be professional or it be somebody that you trust that you can confide in them without no ridicule or judgment behind it. But don't forget to follow us on all social medias.
All of them.
Don't forget to go watch our videos.
All of them.
Don't forget to sign up to Patreon.
That too.
And just don't forget to love yourself because if you don't love yourself, who will?
How the hell you gonna love somebody else? That's from RuPaul.
Oh, okay.
He said, if you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Something like that he said on Drag Race.
All right, you're going to have to get it together.
That's what he said. If you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else?
There you go.
That's
All
it.
right. See, it's a little pressure you got to
And then they start dancing.
All right. No horns today, y'all. No horns
But
today.
I am gonna repeat a song.
No.
You are not alone. I am here with you.
All right, you done?
Yes, because I can't think of the bridge of it. Away, please stay.
All right,
yes.
y'all. Listen, I'm the rapper, and she is the...
Literally, I am the DJ.
I am the Tim.
And I am the Nike today.
Oh, yeah, you the Jordan 1s.
That's what these
I got
are.
mine on, too. See?
Oh, I can't even reach my leg up that far.
See?
I ain't been stretched out in so long.
Whoa. That escalated really quickly. How you were from serious to being stretched out
I don't know.
at the end of the episode.
Because, that's just...
Bye, Davina.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. We love you so much. If you do need somebody to talk to, the inbox is always open,
Yes.
and one of us will definitely reach out
That's
and
right.
just show you love and love up on you if that is what you need.
Whoa, pause.
No, love
I
up
ain't-
on you.
listen,
No, not like that.
Don't
like,
take it personally.
love
y'all,
up
but I
on
ain't
you
loving
meaning
okay.
you are,
You can't say that.
support.
You can't say that. Some people like, well, you said you was gonna love up on me.
Well, if you think that from me, then listen. You.
Somebody gonna be in the DM like Davina. I just want to set my hand on your bosoms.
I got about 50 more years before you can hug up on me like I'm somebody's grandma.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening. We will see you tonight at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Join us for live.
And
hopefully
yeah,
I'll be home and I won't be driving.
You will be at home.
Won't get in an accident on a live stream.
You will be at home.
I'm gonna be at home this time.
Yes.
Yeah, I will.
And we will talk to y'all later.
Later, y'all.